you be in your zone.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They go play action here on first down. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. A huge play there right off the bat. 45 yards.
And you'll find some version of this play in just about every playbook in the NFL. It's an X-post cross. So on play action, you let the X receiver get downfield and start working right to left across the formation. What a beautiful throw. And it all comes together for big yardage.
Finding Hawkinson here on the out route. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And the Vikings are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Forced out to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
To throw on third and goal. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Cam Akers with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now the try here for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Dallas Flowers going to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The drive will start with an option going left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Lions will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception.
Some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Hooker to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Lions at 3-4 on the year coming into play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now he'll try to run with this. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. up 2nd and 13. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And that will wind up just short. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will stay at a 7-point game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's brought down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
In man coverage, your #1 cardinal rule, don't get beat deep. And that's why the comeback route is so effective, because that's how they're selling it, Brandon. Taking you all the way upfield before breaking it back down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next week. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. They'll start by running the option to the right. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Gibbs straight ahead. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Go.
This out quickly to Williams. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Hooker. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. From 17 yards out. And the Lions have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, good look at now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hooker now on play action. And this one too low. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. They run the option on 2nd down. And not much running room. Down to the 32. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's got this to Jefferson. A big play there for Minnesota. 54 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. They'll get this underneath to Madison. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 1. This goes out wide from Madison. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson from 17 yards out. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
From the gun, it's Hooker. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Here's Hooker to throw it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They'll start with the option. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On second down, Hooker. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions are able to add on to that lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And into the end zone. And a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as he'll go for two. Following the fumble recovery, Hooker. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just 1 more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
They'll look to throw again. This one brought in by Jefferson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Out to his left. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And they'll get him down up past the 15. gave him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 7. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And quickly, they get to the line. Off play action. Here's Hooker. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, and oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Street.
Now Hooker. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the comeback route, he's got Jefferson. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Steps away. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings get a bit closer. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Patrick Jones from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. And I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 3rd down and 13.
18 Rattler.
Hooker's going to throw it. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. This is taken at the 15, and he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And some space here. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll keep it himself. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
3rd down. Hooker looks to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him. Now 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Hooker. Buying time to his left. Short pass to Howard. He'll get it inside the 20. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. A toss out right to Gibbs. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the 2nd half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Hey, Brandon, I think they're the type